Hi there. Okay, so what you're going to work on is this article right here. And we're going to try a different way to see how this works. Sometimes I've had classes in the past where this works really well. So let's take a look. The reason why I like to make a video is that if I go too fast, you can always pause the video and go back a couple seconds and see what I went too fast over. So you can always review it. Also, if you ever happen to be absent, it'll be here in the Google Classroom. So I'm just trying to set a little spot for me to work here. So I have my article from Monday, my article of the week, and we highlighted yesterday some orange bits. So if you were absent yesterday, you might want to freeze this and get these terms down. But we're going to go through them one by one. So in paragraph 1, we highlighted gurus. So what I want you to do is somewhere, a guru is somebody who's an expert. So I'm just going to write expert. If I can get my pen to work. You should use pencil only. I use pen so you can see it. So I just wrote really small expert. And now I'm going to draw an arrow to guru so that I know what that term means. So this is a way to annotate. So when you get an article and you skim through it, like we did yesterday, we skimmed it, we read it really fast, and then I just picked words I was pretty sure most of you weren't super familiar with, or at least in this context, because this is a pretty sophisticated article. So we're just going to annotate it a little bit, and orange will always be words that we're not quite sure of. So this one, the next one we're going to do is deflection. So I want you to circle deflection. And deflection means when you deflect something, like you resist it, you put your hands up, or you just say, oh, it wasn't me. Like you deflect blame, or like if you're Wonder Woman, I always think of Wonder Woman with her bracelets, she deflects bullets. Yep. So I'm just going to write, I'm going to say resist. So like deflect means to resist. So I wrote right here, right there, resists. And then I'm going to jump down to buzzworthy. Something that's buzzworthy means it's worthy of a lot of people talking about it. So lots of talk. So I went to buzzworthy and I put lots of talk right there. And then I'm going to jump down to effectively analyzing. So effectively means you do something well, and analyzing means you study it. So the key to effectively analyzing would be meaningfully study. So it just means make it worthy and study it so you understand it from lots of different points of view and such. And then we jump down to paragraph 4, prevent. I think most of you know what prevent means, but it's the ability to stop something from happening. So I'm going to put stop from happening. So we just have some notes here, stop from happening. See right there? So hopefully you're making these notes as I go. And then we go to deviations. So deviations is when you have something and it starts to change. It starts to deviate, move away from what it was. So we're going to call it changes. Deviations, changes, deviate. Right there at paragraph, I think that's 5. I'm going to jump down to paragraph 6. Also, I have my dictionary here because I use the dictionary a lot. So next one is entitlement. Entitlement is when someone feels like they're owed it. They are entitled to whatever it is. So I'm going to put owed, like O-W-E-D. I don't know if you can read it because I got kind of sloppy there. Owed. Entitled means I deserve it. You owe me. Give it to me. And then reluctance means you don't really want to do it. So I'm going to go this way with reluctance. I'm going to call it don't want to do. I'm always reluctant. to, I don't know, fold laundry, do dishes. No, I'm just teasing. I don't mind laundry. Paragraph 7, process-oriented checklists. So process-oriented means a process would be first you do this, second you do this, third you do this, and then oriented means when you have something that makes it easier to do that, it's oriented that way. Like laundry. First you sort the clothing. Second, you put the laundry into the machine. Third, you put the detergent into the machine. Fourth, you close the door. Fifth, you push the button, and then you come back, I don't know, 45 minutes later and it's done. That process oriented. So the way things need to be done. So the way things need to be done. And remember, if I'm going too fast, just pause. Just pause me. Just make sure my mouth is not open. Okay, next. Paragraph 8. High potential. So potential would be like the possibility. So high potential would be high possibility. These failures have high potential. So a great like probability, or let's see, what does potential say in here that I can't say in English here? Potential, P-O-T. If you ever want to use a dictionary, if you come, I don't know where they are. Use your phone. Potential, P-O-T. P-O-T-E-N. Potential. Oh, something. Eventuality, possibility. Okay, we'll use possibility. High potential, strong possibility. I like that. Strong possibility. So annotate it right there. Protocols. Protocols are when you have set things that you do in certain situations. So we're going to call them rules. Protocols, rules. So make sure you have protocols with rules. And then we're going to jump down to volatility. Volatility is when things can go wrong, like there's that potential. So let's see what they say here in the good old Webster's Dictionary. I'm looking at volatility. T-U-V. Volatility. V-O-L. V-O-L. Volatility. V-O-L-I. Volume. Volt. Voila. Volatility. Volition. V-O-L-A. V-O-L-A. Oh, volatile. Likely to change suddenly. Likely to change suddenly. Let's just use it. Likely to change suddenly. Triaging patients. So I'm down to paragraph 10. Triaging patients. So triage is when you like sort and select. Like you sort and select. Like you're like, okay, you have a sprained thumb. You go wait over there. And you're having a heart attack. We need to take you first. It's like figuring out like the order that things should happen. So it's, I'm going to call it sort and select. It's not a very nice way of putting it, but it is the way you triage, sort and select. Hope that's sort and select. Counterproductive. Well, you know what counter or contra means against. So it's not productive. So counterproductive is not productive. Like maybe even it makes you go backward a bit. Learning potential. I think you know potential is something that could happen. So it's the learning could happen. It says in terms of learning potential. So things that could, things that could happen. Things that could happen. So get that. And then we jump down to entrepreneur. Entrepreneur, a lot of people asked about this, and you were fun when you asked about it. An entrepreneur is somebody who is a business owner. So it's a business owner. Then we jump down to encountered. Encountered is when you come into contact with something. You encounter that thing. So come into contact. Come into contact. Let's see, where am I at? Get encountered, come into contact. Hopefully you can see this okay. And then we're going to jump down to lack expertise. Lacking expertise means you're not an expert yet. You lack it. So not expert yet. Not expert yet. And we're going to say yet because I'd be sad if we didn't. Uncharted. Never done it before. It's never been done before. Like, there is no rule to follow. So uncharted would be new, like, area. And uncharted could be, you know, it could be a place that you're traveling to, uncharted area. It could be a new idea that nobody's ever done before. Launch. Launching means you bring something into being. So like you could launch a rocket, or you could launch a new line, or you could launch an idea if you had an idea. So it's putting something into motion. Putting into motion. Oh, I wrote that really small. You're going to have to write it small too. So as we annotate, so there's launch, putting something into motion. Just a few more left. Circumstances. In these, like, situations. Situations. So circumstances, situations. Remember, you can always pause me. Inefficient. So efficient means like it's worth your time and you can get it done. And in would be the prefix, meaning you can't, it's not efficient. It's not effective. So, oh, I'm going to squeeze it over here on this right side. Not efficient. Not getting done. So I put not getting done. I don't know if you can see that. Inefficient. And then that takes me down to a misnomer. Misnomer is such a good word. A misnomer is something that people think, but it's just not true. So let me tell you the Webster. I actually like the Oxford Dictionary better, but I don't have a little Oxford. Misnomer. M-I-S-N-O-M-E-R. Misnomer. And it's okay to look up words. I mean, I look them up all the time. I usually use my phone, but I have to use my phone to tape me. So, misnomer. It's wrong or inappropriate name. So, we're going to call it just wrong. It's wrong. That's a misnomer. And it's a noun, so that's kind of cool. Misnomer. And then we have a frontier. So Moses Lake, we had 2 junior high schools. I think there are 3 now. Well, one was called Frontier. It's like on the edge of something. So I'm going to go edge. It's like as you go into the new frontier, the edge of something that you can explore, and it's exciting. Then we jump down to conducting experiments. I think you know what conduct means. You know that duck means lead, because that's our new root. So it's like performing, right? And we'll call it trials. Experiments and trials. And I'm just going to circle it like this, since there's a tiny bit of room there. Hopefully you can see that okay. Performing. Contemplated. Contemplated means you should think about it. If you think about something a lot, you're contemplating. So thought. I'm going to put thought. So just like this, thought. And last but not least, warranted. Warranted, deserved. Something that is deserved. So now you have some annotations. When you're done, you're going to look at me, and then we're going to take the next steps, and we're going to start highlighting some main ideas. So Materials Manager, make sure that you have 4 green highlighter marker pens and 4 yellow highlighter marker pens. Okay, thanks.